We start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned we're looking for buy. We mentioned we're looking for the reversal. Even at a point, the way it's moving made key was one more drop. Exactly what we get, and this is what we have been looking for. Now we want to see whether if anyone managed to take the trade either from here or based on lower time frame. I think no, they move if they want to keep the trade, at least move their stop loss to break even. Because right now we're looking at this. We want to see whether this is the one is going to retest this low or we can get any trade. I mean, for buy. Because if we get any buy setup from here, now this is what we're looking for. And if we move to first we move to higher time frame, we start with the higher time frame, then we see what we have. Okay, as we can see based on daily chart, if we refer to our analyzers, we point on to put in these 20 relative to each other. Maybe it's better we move to forward chart will be more clear because when the price was exactly within here, we mentioned we're looking at this too. If we put in relative to each other, we can have a running flat. That's why we mentioned any reversal from here, any buy setup, we are more interested with the breakout of the stop. And as we can see, this is what we get. We get a sharp move. Now we're looking at this. If we get any buy setup from here, we will take it. All right, with the breakout of the top, we start to manage. Depends how sharp it move. If it's move as a sharp, it's good. If it's move as a corrective, may we need to relook into the structure and see how we can trade it. Okay, that's mean at least if we see we get the trade setup, we see moving as a corrective, we don't stay with the trade. At least move whether either take out the trade or move our stop loss to break even. And if you move to 1 hour chart, as I mentioned, if anyone is in the trade within this move their stop loss to break even and know this is what we're looking for. Either we get the flat, mostly if we get the flat, any buy it can give us really good trade setup, or this is the only correction relative to this. Okay, it depends how deep it can go. Maybe if this one turn to a deeper correction, maybe we can look for sharp move with the flag within this range based on even lower time frame or having entry above the stop. But right now, even this dropping, we are not going to buy because if there is a this is the one is going to retest this low, at least we are not in the trade. That's why we mentioned either we get the flat or we get the we this one tend to deeper. We look for sharp move flag. Mostly we can look for based on 15 minute. I don't think based on 1 hour we can get a really good trade setup with the sharp move flag or having entry above the top. Having entry above the top is very risky because what we want price tag break and continue the price tag. This is not moving within 1 or 2 hours. May we take out the trade, but it depends on the traders. As I mentioned, it's really risky. And if we move to 15 minute, we see what we have based on 15 minute. Okay, if this one give a drop a bit more, any reversal with a sharp move flag, maybe we can look for buy for this. Because right now we're looking at this. We want to see whether we can get any trade set up for buy or not. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. And again, we need to get look for trade setup. As I mentioned, we cannot jump into the trade. Maybe this one turn to one more drop. Okay, that means we get the flat from here, bigger flat as of what we have here. If we get this, mostly we can expect continuation. By the way, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.